Hey guys, it's Rebecca. So this is the start of another reading vlog. I don't think my last reading vlogs was very good. I just found it really difficult to remember to vlog, to be honest, as is quite obvious. But anyway, I've already done a small bit of reading today. I started Twilight Stories by Rhonda Broughton, which is a book that I have to read for my Victorian fiction unit. It's only like 85 pages long, so I'm already like 32% I think through, so that's pretty good. And I'll get that done today, and that'll be really cool, and then I can just continue reading Save Me the Waltz. I started Save Me the Waltz last night. I'm only like 20 pages through. I think I'm exactly 20 pages through out of like 220. So not too bad. I should be able to finish this by the end of the readathon. Still have 5 days left of the readathon, so I'll definitely get this done. I'm really excited to continue reading Twilight Stories because I'm really loving it. This is very wordy, and it's not exactly what I actually expected. I think I expected more of a, I don't know why, but like a Forster kind of vibe. You can definitely feel the kind of dismantled, disjointed mind of Zelda Fitzgerald. Not even disjointed, the frantic mind of Zelda Fitzgerald, as she frantically tried to write this book in 6 weeks just to spite F. Scott Fitzgerald, because he had been writing Tender as the Night for about 5 years, at least so far. I think the technicalities of language and the fast-paced nature of the way that she uses language, not even the fast-paced nature of the story, but the fast-paced nature of the actual language and words that she uses, it really reflects, I think, that like a certain mind state that Zelda was in. It's really interesting to finally get to read Zelda's book, because I'm more interested in Zelda herself than actually F. Scott. So, oh my god, I thought that this bit of fluff with a spider that scared the life out of me. I am enjoying everything that I'm reading. I'm really enjoying Twilight Stories, actually even more than I'm enjoying Save Me the Waltz. But since I'm only 20 pages in, and since Twilight Stories is very fast-paced and it is a collection of short stories, it is definitely a different vibe. So I think that this is very, like, what Save Me the Waltz is quite a modernist kind of novel, and it's very experimental. So it is a different vibe, definitely. So I have to judge it by what it is. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to have some lunch. It's about 1:30. I got up at like 11 or 11:30. I got up at 11:30 and I had some breakfast and I watched some booktube. I've just done a bit of reading. I just thought I would just dive in and just start the reading. I've done a couple of reading sprints. So anyway, I'm going to go and make some lunch because I'm absolutely starving, and I'm going to continue reading Twilight Stories, which I'm really excited for. Okay, so I'm just going to continue the vlog from where I left off. Literally like 2 days have passed or something, and I've just had a really like weird kind of last couple of days, so I didn't manage to vlog. I'm going to try and vlog properly today. My mind has just been like such a mess recently because I'm in 3rd year and I've just got so much work to do. It's actually a joke, but I'm actually quite behind at the moment, so I'm just trying to like catch up. At the moment, I've just started Borderlands La Frontera, and that's obviously part of uni but also part of the readathon. So I'm just starting it now. I'm gonna just show, got like a little setup. I'm home in Belfast, if you can't already tell. I got home yesterday, so I've been traveling a lot and things like that. Yeah, I've just got my laptop, literally just started. So I'll just film as I kind of a little time-lapse thing as I read. I've got this wee Stranger Things mug. But yeah, the plan is just to start this novel. Hopefully my camera doesn't run out. Plan is just to continue reading, as I showed you before, on my laptop, and just try and get as far as possible today with this novel. I'll probably stop and do like a lecture of some sort, probably for my Victorian fiction unit, because I don't want to just completely abandon all of the rest of my units. I finished Twilight Stories by Rhonda Broughton, which I gave 4 stars on Goodreads, but I think I would rate it 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was really easy to read, but also really entertaining, and just a really refreshing book to read, especially for uni, because it was definitely something that I would have read for fun. I really loved it. I've not really gotten any further in Save the Waltz, but I did bring it with me. I think I've read like an extra like 2 pages or something, so nothing worth talking about. But as I said, so that's 2 books down now for the readathon, and I've only got like 2 or 3 days left. So what I'm gonna do is just try and finish Save the Waltz and Borderlands La Frontera in those times, and then that would be all of the prompts completed. I doubt I'll get anything more than that done but that's enough. So I'd be really, really proud of myself if I got 4 books read. What I find really interesting though, first of all, just to mention, is that she actually begins by talking about, so she says the switching of codes in this book from English to North Mexican dialect to Tex-Mex to a sprinkling of, oh, I can't pronounce that, so just a picture of all different languages. I'm not going to try and like pronounce something I just don't have any idea of. So she's basically saying that this reflects my language, a new language, and the language of the borderlands, which I thought was really interesting because it does switch obviously between languages and between kind of codes. And when she's talking about the borderlands of Mexico, she says hatred, anger and exploitation are the prominent features of this landscape, and I think that really, you know, sums up the colonization unit. I think that's really, really interesting. I just kind of picked that out because I was thinking, you know, colonization and colonialization is built on hatred and exploitation and anger and greed, which I think is really, really interesting, that quote, because it's one of the first things that she actually says introducing the book. So I thought that was really interesting. So anyway, I'm going to continue reading now. Oh my god, I'm actually crying like at this like already, and I'm only like on page 21. It's really actually amazing how the change of language actually really adds to the story. It's almost like verse. It's so disjointed and uncertain. It says borders are set up to define the places that are safe and unsafe, to distinguish us from them. A borderland is a vague and undetermined place created by the emotional residue of an unnatural boundary. It is in a constant state of transition. The prohibited and forbidden are its inhabitants. And then the language there kind of changes. Those that are other live here. It says the squint-eyed, the reverse, the queer, the troublesome, the mongrel, the mulatto, the half-breed, the half-dead. Gringos in the US Southwest consider that inhabitants of the borderlands transgressors, aliens, whether they possess documents or not. Whether they're Chicanos, Indians or blacks, do not enter. Trespassers will be raped, maimed, strangled, gassed, shot. Legitimate inhabitants are those in power, the whites, and those who deem themselves with whites. Tension grips the inhabitants of the borderlands like a virus. Ambivalence and unrest reside there, and death is no stranger. I just thought that was amazing. Like, I really, really loved that. Obviously I'm just quoting the language here, but she is an own voice as an author, as I've explained, and I just find that extremely well written, especially because the actual language itself is so disjointed. She literally switches between English and other languages like consistently, and you can just see that even like the sentence structure is different. And this is what I was talking about here, the word that I couldn't exactly pronounce or exactly knew what was, and I just think that that's so emotional. It did make me cry. It's just so well written, especially so quickly. I just think that that really shows a lot about her as an author, and I definitely wasn't expecting it to make me feel this way already. But yeah, I'm really, really, really enjoying it so far. It's really, really, really interesting the way she has written this. Okay, so it is now 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself some lunch because I'm absolutely starving now. I've got onto page 32 of 364, so I am 8% of the way through the book. Obviously I just have it on Kindle, so yeah, I'm 8% of the way through. I'm going to stick this camera on charge because it's only got 3% left, but I'm going to go down, I'm going to have my lunch, and then I'm going to like watch something maybe with my sister or something, and then after that I am going to continue reading, but that's the plan from now. Anyway, I'm going to eat because I'm so starved. Okay, so basically I am just going to check how far I am in. I'm like 15% of the way. I actually kind of lost my place. I managed to lose my place, even though this is literally on Kindle, but I lost my place and I was like falling asleep, and now I can't really remember what the last couple of pages were about. But I'm like 15 or 16% way through Borderlands, and I'm really enjoying it. I do struggle with the switching between language a lot because at times it gets really disjointed and really frequent, and I get that she does that more as as the topic gets more intense, she switches more between the languages. In a way it's really interesting, but in a way it's quite difficult to read, which I think might be actually part of the point. It is really good and I'm really enjoying it. I just thought I'd give a bit of an update. It's like 5 p.m. I've had quite a lot of like tutor meetings and stuff like that today, which has taken up a lot of my time. The plan is just to keep reading this until my family gets back from, they're out shopping somewhere or something, because not everything's shut in Northern Ireland. They're out doing something and I'm waiting for them because I want to watch the new Rebecca film on Netflix, and I said that I would watch that with them, and to be fair I wanted them to watch that with me. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch that as soon as they're back. Then I might get like a snack of some kind because I'm really hungry. But anyway, I'm on page 58, so I'm going to continue and see how far I get, because I definitely want to finish this by the end of tomorrow, or else I'll just be like annoyed at myself because I could easily get, like, I'm not going fast enough, but all with this I need to go faster because like the format, and I could easily go faster. But to be fair, I have been quite busy today, so I'll see anyway. I'll see anyway what happens. It is 10 to 9 in the evening now. It literally took my family like 3 hours to get an hour and a half of the way through Rebecca, because we kept like deciding what we were going to eat and everything. In the end I ordered KFC, which was really nice. I'm just going to do an hour of reading Borderlands before I go to sleep. I just turned the ring light off because it was giving me a migraine. I keep losing track of what I'm going to say because I'm just so exhausted. At about 10 I'll probably read for like a half an hour and then go to sleep. I'll probably read Save Me the Walls. So that's what it's called. I always forget what it's called. Save Me the Walls. Yeah, I'll probably read that at about 10 before I fall asleep. But for now I'm going to read a bit more of Borderlands. I'm on page 75. I'm really enjoying the Rebecca adaptation. I think it's really good. I think it's really well done. I think it's really similar to the book. I think they've done a really good job. Lily James is just beautiful. I love her so much. I love everything that she's in. She's just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, anyway, I'm just going to continue doing this. Tomorrow I'm going to edit my original vlog and I'm going to continue with this vlog for another 2 days. But yeah, I'll get these vlogs up ASAP. I just haven't had any time to actually edit, but I definitely will at some point. Hopefully tomorrow and the next day I'll find some time to edit and hopefully upload. Now it is Tuesday the 10th, so I've only got the day and tomorrow left of the readathon. Just realised that I'm actually supposed to be holding the reading sprints for today, so maybe I'll hold one at 2 actually. So the plan is I am 29% of the way through Borderlands, so the plan is to attempt to finish that. That's the goal. The main goal would be like to finish it, like the ideal, but the smaller goal, or like more realistic goal, is to get 60% of the way through. That would be really good. It's already 1:45 today because I only got up at 12 and then I started watching YouTube, and I've just not really been motivated at all today, so I'm finding it difficult to actually do anything. I'm just going to try my best and even if I get 60% of the way through, then that's pretty good, so I'll just have to see what happens. Okay, so I've just been reading Borderlands and I'm 44% of the way through. Just to give an update, it's 10 to 6 in the evening. I finished watching the new Rebecca adaptation with Lily James with my family and I thought it was absolutely amazing. Like, I loved how well it was done. I just thought it was fantastic and it stayed as close to the book, I think, as it could have, really. I think it did a really good job, so I really enjoyed that. I also watched this really random show about tigers in a zoo, which was really cute because this tiger kept having cubs and it was really cute. But anyway, so then I started reading again. But anyway, I've just come across some like amazing quotes in Borderlands. She's talking about, there's like an entire section on how she feels when she writes and why she writes. So she says on page 131, she says, some of these film like narratives I write down, as in these images and narratives that she gets in her head. So some of these film like narratives I write down, most are lost, forgotten. When I don't write the images down for several days or weeks or months, I get physically ill, because writing invokes images from my unconscious, and because some of the images are residues of trauma, which I then have to reconstruct. I sometimes get sick when I do write. I can't stomach it, become nauseous, or burn with fever, worsen. But in reconstructing the traumas behind the images, I make sense of them, and once they have meaning, they are changed, transformed. It is then that writing heals me, brings me great joy. She says, writing produces anxiety. Looking inside myself and my experience, looking at my conflicts, engenders anxiety in me. I just think it's really good. It's just really well written. That entire section was absolutely amazing. So anyway, yeah, as I said, I'm on page 142, so I'm just going to keep reading and see how far I can get this evening. I'm still sitting in the same place as I always am for these vlogs now. I have some decaf coffee because I actually want to be able to sleep tonight. I woke up at like 11, went on my phone until like half 11. I then had a phone call for a half an hour with the tutor, so that lasted until 12. And then I got up, I had breakfast, I had a shower, I watched some booktube. I've just been like talking to family and stuff for the rest of the day, and it is now 10 to 2 in the afternoon. Today the plan is just to catch up on some pre-recorded lectures for uni. I've got quite a lot of work to do for that. Good news is I finished my third novel for Join the Six. So I finished Borderlands La Frontera. I gave that 4 stars. I was kind of between 3.5 to 4 because I'm not entirely sure how I felt about the second half of the novel, which is purely poetry. I'm not sure how I felt about the poetry, but I feel like the actual idea of the novel and the actual ideas that it brings across, I think it was like worth 4 stars. I couldn't really justify giving it 3. I think like 3.75, but I don't really usually rate books like that. I would say it is like a nice 4-star read. I feel like strange giving it less than that, so I definitely think it does deserve that. So I really enjoyed reading that. I read a couple of more pages of Save Me the Waltz last night. I read until page 28, so really not that, like 8 pages. I'm gonna try and read more of this evening, but I doubt I'm gonna get this finished, but we can see. So it's 9:30 in the evening and I've not done any reading at all for Join the Six, so that's not very good. I'm not going to get anything more finished during Join the Six, but in the end I read 3 novels, or finished 3 novels, so I'm actually quite proud of that. I think I actually did quite well, so I don't mind. I spent the day just doing some lectures and things, some pre-recorded lectures, and now I'm going to do some editing of my last vlog because this one's going to be separate, so I'm going to try and do that, and then maybe I'll do like something, either read or maybe do another lecture after if I get bored halfway through or if I have more time or if I'm not tired. So I'll see what I do in the end. So yeah, I'm just gonna start editing now and hopefully get a decent amount done because I'm just not in the mood to do more uni stuff and I'm not in the mood to read. So I was just thinking like, what do I need to do that's just different? So I was like, okay, I'll edit. So yeah, that's the plan. Okay, so basically everything's went wrong. I forgot to finish off this vlog last night because obviously I needed the SD card to actually put into my computer and to actually get all of the videos off the camera. Now I literally can't figure out how to get these clips into iMovie so I can get them edited. I've been trying literally every single way, like trying to convert them, trying to do like everything, and they won't go into iMovie for some weird reason. I can't rename them, I can't change them, and I think I've finally come up with a way to get iMovie to recognize them because they come off this camera really weirdly. I don't know, it's so strange. They come off this camera really weirdly and it really annoys me, but anyway, I've managed to get one vlog, I think, one clip off. I've got this one clip and it's just me looking terrible. I've got one clip off and this is what I've been doing for hours. Like there was a wee downloading thing, it won't go away, like it just will not go away, and I'm so confused, like I just don't know why that won't go away. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've done the tiniest bit of uni reading ever. Started reading a chapter from The Wretched Earth, a chapter called Concerning Violence. That book is by Frantz Fanon. So yeah, anyway, that's all for this vlog. I'm going to try and get all of those converted and get iMovie to recognize them because it's been really annoying me, and finally get a vlog up because I just really want to get a video up and I just really want them edited and gone. It's just really driving me mad and I'm just not in the mood to do any reading. I'm just not. I'm just cold, my room's cold and I want to sit downstairs and I want to do work downstairs, but my charge keeps running out and my lead's really small and just, I don't know, it's just really driving me mad. So anyway, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Really proud of reading 3 books for during the 6th. I thought that was quite decent. I mean, well, like 2.5, but one of them was like 600 pages and I read the last 300 pages, so basically counts as a book because most people read short books anyway, so I think that basically counts as a novel itself because that Uncle Tom is so long of a book. I'm gonna finish the vlog. I need to make like a wrap up and I need to do so many other things, but for now I'm just going to concentrate on getting this vlog up and see how that goes. Hopefully I don't lose all of my footage because that would just drive me absolutely mad. So anyway, that's all for this video and I will see you in the next one.